right now.
Hello and welcome to the Bachelor Survival Show. My name is Greg Broussard, your host. Today we'll be making toast with wire coat hangers. Now, I don't suggest this one with the cardboard base because you don't have enough wire with this one. However, it will work. Today, we'll be using this coat hanger right here. Now, this one's longer than the one with the cardboard base on it, and we're going to cut this at the top. Now, I've got to go get my tools. Okay, these are come to some of the tools that you don't need. JB Weld, it's not necessary. Duct tape, I'll always keep this on the counter. Might need it, might not, you never know. Always good to have this around. Big old giant pair of clippers, you have. Pair of pliers, and this is a pair of needle nose pliers with your cutters on it. Now, two ways to cut. If you don't have cutters, like on the needle nose pliers, what you can do is, I'm going to go ahead and remove the base on this right now for you guys so you can see how I'm going to do this. Okay, now you do not need this. Now save this because you might need it for another project. You never know. Now I'm going to use the bending method to break the coat hanger. I'm going to choose my spot where I want to cut it, and all I'm going to do is hold it tightly and bend the coat hanger back and forth, and then I've cut the coat hanger. That's a method that you can use to make the toaster and cut the wire coat hanger if you do not have a pair of cutters. Well, I've got a pair of cutters, so I'm going to use these today. Now, I'm not going to worry about untwisting this and spending all that time doing that. I'm just going to get my pliers, my cutters, cut it, cut the other side. Now these pliers been in the garage and they're kind of rusty and they're kind of stiff, but they still work. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start straightening out my hanger because I need to measure it. Straightening out. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just a little bit of straightening will do. Now don't worry about the paint on this. You don't have to worry about this yet. I'm going to show you how to fix that problem in a minute. Okay, that's good enough. Now, here's my burner. What I'm going to do is I'm going to measure slightly, and I'm just going to bend it up a little bit. That's all I need to do. That'll be good. Bend this. Now I'm going to bend it at an angle, so it'll be over the top of the stove. That's probably good. I'm going to bend it again, back toward the front. Bend it back. Bend it one more time. That's where your toast is going to go. Your piece of bread's going to go. Bend this down. Again, this does not have to be perfect, guys. And kind of guess on that deal. Bend this up. Okay. These will be a little bit wider. Not a problem. Just bend it, make it a little bit wider. Now, I have actually used this method. When I first moved into my first apartment, I didn't have pots and pans and all this other stuff. I had nothing. And so this is actually one of the methods I used to make toast. Now, this is where your piece of bread's going to set. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my burner on, and I'm going to start burning off a little bit of this paint off this coat hanger, and I'm going to turn my fan on. Okay? Now, for instructional purposes, so you can hear what I'm saying, I'm just going to keep it off. Okay? So I'm going to let this run for a little bit, and when this paint starts, you can actually start to see it come off a little bit, and that's going to ventilate, and of course we'll go outside through the vent. Okay, now, when this is done, we'll put the toast on it. Okay, it looks like this is pretty well done. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get my bread and my aluminum foil, and we're going to complete this project. Okay, I got my bread, I got my aluminum foil. Go ahead and turn this off. Now, you needed to do that before you put the aluminum foil on it, okay? It's very easy. aluminum foil, measure it, it's measured. What you have to do is make a little house out of it, set it on top, pinch it, make me a little holder. There we go. That's looking real nice right there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a fork and I'm just going to lightly punch holes in various places. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. I'm going to heat my aluminum foil up. Get this going. Now this has to be cupped underneath the wire coat hanger, your base of your toaster. Otherwise, the heat will actually make the aluminum foil fly around. It'll lift. The hot air will make this come up. Okay, so we're going to let that heat up. Now, while that's heating up, I'm going to go ahead and get my bread. Open up my bread. And guys, you know, never throw these things away. These are awesome. We're just going to do one piece of toast today. Get my piece of toast. I'm going to place it on my toaster. Now that's going to heat up very nicely. It's going to heat up very quickly too. Now, you see that I have butter underneath this little top. Okay, covered up. And this butter has been sitting out because I don't keep it in the fridge. Why? Everyone knows that if you use hard butter to try to butter toast, it doesn't spread evenly. Spreading butter is very important. So that's why we have to have the soft butter. And I'll give a demonstration on the hard butter right out of the refrigerator. I'm going to just turn this over. It's already getting toasted. If you look at this, it's already starting to toast. You can already see where the holes are. I'm going to turn this down just a little bit. Beautifully, it's already starting to get a little bit crusty there. Get me a plate out. Now, if you don't have a plate, you have to do what I do. Do it on the counter. All right. Let me go ahead and get my butter. Now, butter right out of the fridge, bad deal. Now again, the reason why this is covered up, because if you're like me, I come in here, I work with carburetors, I get grease on things, gasoline spraying, sometimes WD-40, some other types of oil. So that's the reason why I cover my butter up. Not being a sissy, don't want to eat gas. Alright, butter. Now, open it up. You guys know exactly how this is going to work. And I'm even going to try to make this spin come off. This should be done. There we go. Nice, done. See? Not a problem at all. Looks beautiful, doesn't it? Both sides. Toasty, toasty. Now, I'm going to try not to tear up my bread. Okay? I'm going to try not to tear this up. The way I like to do this is I like to scrape off the top a little bit and then come down and try to spread it. Okay, this is trying. Come on, man. That's just not the way it works. Now, the other hand, my prepared butter, okay, that's been sitting out, it's nice and soft, okay, nice and thick, it goes on nice and easy, melts instantaneously right on there. Look how nice that is. Okay, now I like to get my butter all over the bread. Okay, now cover my good butter up because I don't want gas and oil on it. Let's see. This is delicious. Well, thank you for joining the Bachelor Survivor Man with Greg Broussard.